Welcome back to the program. We are here in my apartment where, if you were watching last week, we were preparing to do our makeover here, and it's been a long week for me. I've been painting and I've been putting stuff up and trying to get this place clean so that you don't think I'm too messy. But I'm here with Jonathan Tuff, who is the person behind all this, who really helped me bring all the colors and the coordination here. Jonathan, how are you?
Good, Courtney. How are you?
I'm doing great. I love being in my new place with all the new additions. We talked about inspirational pieces that did this, and we're going to talk right now about the living room. And we did the blue wall, the accent wall, all the way from the living room down to the kitchen area. I love it. When I walk in, it's the first thing I see, and it feels very homey to me.
I really like it when I help somebody with something and they love it. I mean, it just makes me feel good that they like it too, and it does looks great. We were talking about before, you had all the white walls, and it was a nice, great space. All your stuff looks good in here, but just adding the pop of color down that wall really gives depth to the room and brings out the artwork. And like you said, you didn't realize you had this many items of blue in the room, but it really ties it together. I mean, do you feel different when you come in now? Or
I do. I really do. And it's a different kind of blues. My color schemes are a little bit darker, and I didn't realize how much light blue I had in some, in the entryway here. There's some pictures that have blue in it. Just, even though it's not against the blue wall, it pulls it out, and it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I just was doing some stuff with a client, and we put in a piece of art, which I wasn't sure if would work there because of the color wall. When it did, a whole nother layer of the art came out because of the color in the wall, and it was amazing, and looked really, really great. So
it does so much, and that a piece of art has been there for months and months, but when people come over now, that's the first thing that their eyes draw to is that peacock, and it's because of that blue wall just makes everything pop all the much more.
Well, I keep telling you I'm going to steal that peacock picture.
It's mine.
Anyway, I'm taking it. If it's gone, it's my fault.
Okay, I'll know where to go to find it. And my favorite piece, it was probably the easiest project for me because I didn't have to install it. The great people that you guys have installed it for me is the lamp here, which I love. I fell in love with at a parade home that you guys had done, and I wanted it so badly, and it's up, and it's big, and it's beautiful, and it's fantastic. It really changes the room.
I mean, it's oversized, but it really makes a statement when you come in, and what's nice is when you leave, you've got the old light from here. You can put that back up, take this one with you to your next home. Then that's kind of what you have to think of when you're a renter. What can I take with me? I can't do things that I'm going to leave. Painting, I can paint and repaint when I leave, but the light can go with you.
And the one thing I like about this light is, my taste may change, but I think it's pretty diverse. You can put this in a traditional setting, contemporary setting, and it probably will work.
Right. I mean, it's got an Asian influence to it. It's got a traditional influence. As you said, it's got a contemporary influence to it. So it just depends what you put around it.
And I have a feeling if I ever move to a house, that will be my inspirational piece for the whole kitchen. Probably.
Perfect. We'll start designing it right now.
Awesome. Well, I just have really enjoyed this, and you had a good quote, and I'm going to quote you on whoever you quoted, but, it was a house, and now it's a home. I really enjoy it. I come in here, and it's comfortable. My roommate, she was just in love with this. It's really nice because it's our place, but now it's just all the more comfy, and it feels a little bit more us. We have kind of made our stamp on it.
And that's what you want. Any design you do, you want it to be you. And you want it to feel good when you go in and just really enjoy the space.
Now, I'm going to just make mention to these. This isn't a kindergarten classroom. This is my apartment with these little snowflakes. I keep seeing them waving on top of us here. But if you stay tuned after the break, we did a second bedroom, which was my actual bedroom that I sleep in. We're going to talk about that, the paint and the colors that we use in there, and the art piece that's up. If you want to find out more about Garber's, you go to garbersdecorating.com. And the artist who's done all my pieces, we'll talk about a little bit later. You can go to her website, alyssalytle.com. That'll also be on screen. We'll be back after a short break, so stay tuned.
Decorating your home or office can be a daunting task without the advice of an expert. Garber's Decorating and Design in Elkhart will provide the expertise you're looking for. You can have the look you want with Garber's free in-home design consultation. Visit Garber's Decorating and Design in Elkhart for window treatments, flooring, wall coverings, furniture, and one-of-a-kind accessories that inspire. Competitively priced, free design consultation, unprecedented service. That's the new Garber's Decorating and Design.
Welcome back. We're here in the bedroom portion of my apartment where we have done a little bit of a makeover, if you can tell, if you watched last week. It was plain walls back here. We've done an accent wall. Jonathan Tuff here obviously helped me with this color because I couldn't do it on my own. This was a room where, it really probably didn't need much of anything,
No, I mean,
but it did.
You had all the basic bones. You had all the good furniture. You had your bedding already, so that's what we used as our inspiration for the wall color back there. And you had your red drapes, so we had our splash of color, and that's what we did by bringing in the red on the blanket on the bed and the pillows, and just, made up the bed a little different for display purposes. And then we had the amazing art piece above the bed, which kind of ties in all the same tones that we've used in the room.
Yeah, it's really fun, and I'm loving this. It's been just a few days since it's all been finished, and I feel like I can sleep at night now. It's all kind of put together, and everything's kind of laid out, and it's really nice to walk in and be like, I have a bedroom now. It's complete, so it's very warm.
Well, and speaking of sleep at night, you were able to sleep in here the first night because we used a low VOC paint. So, which means it has no odors, it's not harmful to you, and that's really nice being in a space in the winter when you can't have, good ventilation. So this is good. You can paint a child's room and they can sleep in there at night with this particular paint, where some of the others with some of the harsher chemicals or smells and odors, you want to give them a day or two before small children are sleeping in those.
Right. And I'm just going to give a little testimonial on this paint. We used it here in the bedroom and we used it in the living room. And I thought, we've been talking about this low VOC paint. I've got really interested in it. I thought maybe we'll have to crack a window a little bit. There was absolutely no odors at all. Great. No odors at all. We did not have headaches, did not feel the fumes. There was nothing. And we were able to paint it. It went on very smooth and even. It was amazing. We were just blown away by the coverage.
And this is the Pittsburgh Pure Performance paint. And like you said, I'm glad to hear that you said you really liked the way it went on, and, good coverage. And, 2 coats is what we always recommend, especially for deeper colors like we've used here. But
yeah. It was great. We loved it, and we couldn't believe it. We're like, are we sure we're not going to have a headache here? But we didn't at all. It never came. It never came. I was able to sleep in here and woke up in the next morning. So that was good. Now, the art piece behind us is not framed the way that I would like it to, and Wind in the Willows is doing a custom frame for me, and I'm really excited about that. So they are great, and they're downtown Elkhart, and they will have that for me, and maybe I'll show a picture of that here when we get it all done. I'm excited for that. So that's the one thing that's not finished. But Jonathan, we're talking about inspiration and things that you can do, and maybe you do have a room that has tons of furniture and you just want a little bit of a change. How can someone do this at home for themselves?
Really, if you find something, be it here was your bedding, something you loved, but find something that you love. It could be a picture, it could be a pillow, it could be anything you have that you really like. Bring that in, and that gives us a feel of your personality, and we can pull colors out of that and kind of design stuff around that.
It's fun, and don't be afraid of color.
Right. Just, you can add it. You could, you would have been fine to do this whole room in the color that you've chosen as the accent wall. Had you wanted to, it would just give you a enveloping feel. But, we can also do just the one accent wall for a pop of color to really make a bold statement, a little more contemporary that way, like we've done here. So.
And when you gave me the paint, we said, you can do this, and then if you like the rest, paint the rest. Same thing with the living room. If you like this, keep painting. Just keep doing it as much as you feel comfortable. Accent, but start out with the accent wall kind of thing.
We had a great base color here, kind of a nice neutral tan color that accented well with both of those. So you had a good start.
It was fun, and it's all together now, and I really enjoy it. Well, if you'd like to find out more about Garber's, you can go to their website at garbersdecorating.com. I'm going to be spitting out a lot of websites here, garbersdecorating.com. Or if you're interested in any of the art pieces that I've had here in the apartment, good friend of mine, alyssalytle.com, you can go up there and check out her website. And of course, you can go to our website at myfresh.tv, and hopefully we will have all the links up there for you, and you can check out our other vendors. So we will be back after a short break, so stay tuned.